Okay, hello and welcome to Bethel Public School. Hope you all are fine. So, today we will be discussing the class for 3rd standard, that is maths. Subject is maths and topic is the 3rd lesson in maths, that is addition. Okay, so we all are familiar with the word addition, isn't it? So, addition means either the sum of two or more numbers, okay, or the total of two or more things. Okay, so this is the meaning of addition. So we'll see what are the points discussed in addition. The first one is addition without carrying. The second is addition with carrying and borrowing. And the third one is estimated value and estimated sum. Okay, so these are the main 3 points we are going to discuss in this chapter today. So the first one is coming to the features of addition. Now in addition we have the features like addendum, and the sum. Okay. So addend is the number to which a number is added, and addendum is a number to be added, and the sum is the answer, the total what you get by adding two or more numbers. So here, for example, if I give you 251 plus 456, okay, so this is called the addend, the number which to be added, and this is the addendum. The two numbers should be added together, okay, and what the answer you get, what the total you get is called the sum. So how you are going to add this? 6 plus 1 is 7, 5 plus 5 is 10, again you carry it, 4 plus 2 is 6 and 7. So this is called the sum of the two numbers, okay. So now the first main point of this lesson is addition without carrying. What do you mean by addition without carrying? So for example, if I give you all a number 253 plus 323, okay, these are two numbers or 3-digit numbers. So how you will add that without carrying a number, without borrowing a number there? So here first in the units place it is 3, okay, so we are going to write the place value for that. In the units place we are going to arrange the numbers according to the place value whenever we have to add or subtract. So here also we have arranged it in the place value, and then the units place we have 3 and 3. So we are going to add the 3 and 3. 3 plus 3 is nothing but 6. And 5 plus 2, 5 in the mind, 2 in the fingers. After 5, 6, 7. So 7, we'll write it in units place, and the 100 place value numbers we will add it. 3 and 2 is 5. Okay. So the answer is 576. Here in this example what we have done is we have not carried forward any number there. Okay. So this is within the numbers 10, isn't it? So 3 plus 3 is 6. So we need not carry the another number to the next place value. Okay. So 5 plus 2 is 7. Directly we are going to write there. We will not carry to the next 100 value. Okay. So then 2 plus 3 is 5. So all these numbers are within 10 and you are going to write it without carrying any other number. So likewise we will see an example 2. I will take the number 348 plus 231. So here you have 8 and 1. Again it is units place, it is tens place, and it is 100 place. So 8 in the mind, 1 in the finger. After 8, 1. It is 9. After 8, it is in the finger, it's 1, and after 8 it is 9. So you are going to write 9 here. Okay. So here also you are not carrying any number there. You have got a single digit number, and that single digit number you are going to write here. Okay. So see the 10 place value numbers now. 4 plus 3. 4 in the mind, 3 in the fingers. After 4, 6, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So you write 7 there. And here also you are not carrying any other number to the forward. So 7 you will write it as here as a single digit number. So now going to 100 place. 3 and 2 you have. 3 in the mind, 2 in the fingers. After 3, 4, 5. So 579. You have got this answers. Okay, even the addend and addendum is a 3-digit number, and even the answer, the sum you are getting is a 3-digit number. So these are the examples of addition without carrying. Okay, so now we are going to see the next thing, that is the next point or the next feature, that is addition with carrying or borrowing. So this includes what? The single digit number. If we add, we get a sum of 2-digit number. Okay, and that number we are going to carry it to the next place value. So for example here, I'll give you a number 466 plus 176. So now how you are going to add this? 6 plus 6. Again this is in units place, this is tens place, this is 100 place. So 6 and 6, how you are going to add? 6 in the mind, 6 in the finger. After 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So now you have got 12 as the answer. It is a 2-digit number. So you can't write this 12 here, isn't it? So what you have to do is, only this unit place you will write here in unit place. Okay. And this one which is in tens place, you will carry it on the tens place. Okay. The one you will carry it on the tens place now. So here now add all these three numbers now. 7 plus 6 plus 1. So how much it will be? 7 plus 6 is 13. 13 plus 1 is 14. So again you have got a 2-digit number here. So what you are going to do? Again this 4 you are going to write here. Okay. And this number you will carry it in the 100 place value. Okay. So it will be carried forward. The number will be carried to the forward, the next number. So here now add all these three numbers. 4, 5 plus 1 is 6. So your answer is 642. Okay. So likewise, when you have a 2-digit numbers, you are going to write the unit place number, and the 10 place number you will carry it forward. Okay. So this is called addition with carrying or borrowing. Addition with carrying or borrowing. Okay. So I'll give you another example, that is 248 plus 438. So again we have to arrange all the numbers in the place value chart if you want to add or subtract any numbers. 438. Now how you are going to add this? 8 plus 8 is 16 you will get. So you will write this 16 here and you will carry 1 upwards. Okay, to the next place value. Again you will add all these three numbers. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. Okay, so here we have got a single digit number. There is no need to carry it forward. So now add it like that only. 4 plus 2 is 6. So this is the carrying the numbers to forward. This is how the procedure goes on. To when you have a two-digit value and the estimated sum. Okay, what do you mean by estimated value? Suppose on a number line. Okay, so I'll start with 10, 20, 30, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. Okay, so this is our number line from the numbers 10 to 20. So what you are going to do here is, so which is the middle point here? So 15 is the middle point here. Okay. So the numbers coming from 10 to 14. the numbers which come from 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, they lie under 15, isn't it? And the numbers which come from 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, they lie above 15. Okay, so here what you have to do is, what is the estimated sum of 10 here? So you have your starting point is as 10, so this is the middle point and this is the end point. Okay, so suppose if I want to know the estimated value of these numbers lying within 15, the numbers between 10 and 15. So I have taken here 11. So what is the estimated value of this number? It is how much, you can tell. So here what you have to see is the one. This unit place value number is, we have to see it is 5 or more than 5 or less than 5. Okay. So when this unit place value is less than 5, it falls this side. Okay. The decreasing side, it will fall here. And suppose if it is 16 and this place value, the unit place value is 6, it will fall beyond 15. Okay. So that is 20. The estimated value for 16 will be 20 because it is more than 5. Here it is less than 5, so it will go to the nearest place. So which is the nearest place for 11? 11 is nearest place is 10. Okay. So the estimated value of 11 is 10. The nearest value. Estimated is nothing but the nearest value of a number. So now here, what is the estimated value of 16? It is 20 because the unit place number is more than 5. It should be 5 or more than 5. It lies to the highest place of that number. Okay. So the numbers 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. For all this, the place value is 10. For all this, the place value will be 10. And here 16, 17, 18, 19, this way place value will be 20. Okay. For 17 also it will be 20. For 18 the place value also will be 20. And for 19 also it will be 20. Because it is nearing to that number 10. Okay. So you have to see the unit place whether it is 5, more than 5 or less than 5. So it lies to that number or it lies to the highest number here. Okay. Got it, children? So this is called the estimated value of a number. So if I give example for 23, what is the example? Estimated value for 23. That is nothing but 20. How you will come to know? By seeing this unit place number. It is less than 5. So it falls the decreasing side of the numbers. So it is 20. And what is the estimated value for 66? So here it is 70. Okay. The highest next number, that is 70. Because 6 is more than 5. 6 is more than 5. And here if I give you 85, what is the estimated value of 85? It will be 90. Okay. Because it is 5, so it should be 90. Then what is the estimated value for 78? It is 80 because 8 is a number more than 5. Okay. Then one more example. 93 is how much? The number here in the unit place is 3. So it will be 90. Okay. The nearest place value of that number is called the estimated value. Okay. Now how to find out the sum of this estimated numbers? How to find out the sum of digit numbers? How we should carry the another number forward? Okay. So these are the examples for addition with carrying or. So if I give you an example of find the sum of 55 and 26. Okay. So 55, first you have to see the estimated value of 55. So 55 you are going to write like this. Always in a place value chart you will write it. Then now you see what is the estimated value of 55. The estimated value of 55 is 60. Okay. The next highest number, and 26 is how much? It is 30 because 6 is greater than 5. Now we are going to add this 0 and 9. So the estimated sum of these numbers is 90. Okay children. So suppose if I give you another number, that is 29 and 47. First you are going to write on the place value chart 47. Now find out the estimated value of this 29. So this 29 is nearest to which number? It is 30, and 47 is nearest to 50. So here the estimated value of 30 and 50 is 80. Okay. The sum of these estimated values of 29 and 47 is 80. Understood? So this is how you are now going to find out the estimated value. Okay, like this wise we have come to the concluding part of this addition, that is estimated value and estimated sum. Okay, hope you all have understood. Thanks for joining us.